Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and in today's video I am previewing, well, okay, it's the first of many things in today and tomorrow and whatnot, technically today. It's preseason week 1 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're taking on the Miami Dolphins. So today I'm going to be giving you guys a little bit of a preview of the game that we are going to be seeing. Again, it's at Miami. I will not be attending this game because, you know, I just don't have time, because I can't drive all the way to Miami. But anyway, I will be watching this game in its entirety, so it should be a lot of fun. I will be live streaming at halftime. I'll be live streaming after the game, and then I'll be having a fully edited video after the game as well, giving all of my thoughts and whatnot during the entirety of the game. So I hope to see you all there for the live streams and for the edited video as well. But let's get right into this little bit of a preview. So there's a lot of things to talk about in this game, okay? And the first question that I'm sure that's going to be on a lot of people's minds is how much is Ryan Fitzpatrick and how much is Jameis Winston going to play? I'm here to tell you guys today that I'm here to give my opinion today, and in my opinion, honestly, I don't expect either one of them to play that much, and here's why. The reason I don't think that they're going to be playing that much is simple. It's because we have so many injuries to our offensive line right now. Like, guys are so dinged up and banged up that I don't really think it's worth the risk of playing one of these guys with the backup offensive line. You don't really want to be playing your starters anyway. But as it stands right now, and this is according to Greg Auman, here's a list of people who are more likelier than not going to be missing this game. So you have Brent Grimes, Will Golston, Mitch Unrein, Devontae Bond, Caleb Benenoch, Leonard Wester, Cole Gardner, Freddie Martino, Sean Wilson, and Vita Vea. 3 of the players that I just mentioned were either a starter offensive lineman, as is the case with Caleb Benenoch, or a backup offensive lineman, as is the case with Cole Gardner and Leonard Wester. So with all that being said, I really don't expect Jameis Winston or Ryan Fitzpatrick to play a whole lot. We will see them. I don't really have a doubt about that, but I think we're going to be seeing majority of Ryan Griffin and eventually Austin Allen. Because it's a very unique situation where both those guys are, you can kind of label both Fitzpatrick and Winston as dual starting quarterbacks right now, so you don't really want to play either one to risk that type of injury. But there definitely are a whole lot of injuries, and that we have definitely a lot of players to look out for. The first type of player that you want to look out for is your new free agent additions. Mitch Unrein unfortunately won't be able to play, but you still have Bo Allen, Jason Pierre-Paul, Ryan Jensen, Vinny Curry, and Chandler Catanzaro, all guys who are going to be very crucial to this team moving forward. I don't really expect, you know, Jason Pierre-Paul, Ryan Jensen, or Vinny Curry to get a whole lot of playing time, but I could potentially see Bo Allen get some playing time, especially considering that Mitch Unrein's out, you know, William Golston's out, Vita Vea's out. That's a lot of your defensive tackle-esque depth injured. So maybe we'll see Bo Allen be playing a little bit more, maybe not. I think we will, honestly. Also, Chandler Catanzaro, he is going to have to play. He's the only kicker on our team right now, since the Buccaneers did release Trevor Moore to sign a little bit more of some offensive line depth. I forget the tackle's name right now off the top of my head, unfortunately. But, you know, it is very important that we can be able to see Chandler Catanzaro and he can be able to go out there and prove that he can have a good game, because, you know, we want him doing good. You know, that would hopefully be a very good thing to have, you know. But, yeah, also the offensive tackle's name is Jaron Jones. So, yeah, Jaron Jones has been signed, and also the David Rivers is gone, and in his place is defensive tackle Nathan Bazata. So we should be seeing Bazata, and we should also be seeing Jaron Jones playing in today's game. Some other stuff that I want to look out for, obviously, is the remaining rookies, okay? So, like I said, there's a couple of cornerbacks out, right? David Rivers was just released, and they didn't sign a replacement for him, and Brent Grimes also will not be playing in the game just because he just won't be playing in the game, more likelier than not. So, what does this mean for the rookies like Carlton Davis and MJ Stewart? Well, I think we could see a lot of them. I think we could see them playing a good bit in the game against the Miami Dolphins, if only because we're kind of thin on cornerbacks right now. I expect to see a lot of Javian Elliott, Ryan Smith, a lot of those two, actually. But I think they are going to give the rookies a shot as well, and I want to see them go up against some of these backup, maybe even potentially starting Dolphins wide receivers. I think it'll be a very good test for them. I'm not too entirely sure who the Dolphins' backup quarterback is. I don't think it's Matt Moore anymore, but whoever it is, it'll be interesting to see how those how the two rookie cornerbacks do against them. I'm also really interested to see Jack Sitchie, Riley Bullough, and Cameron Lynch. Specifically, Jack Sitchie because Devontae Bond isn't going to be playing in this game more likelier than not. So hopefully Jack Sitchie can take advantage and go out there and get the most of these snaps, I guess you could say. Hopefully he'll be able to go out there and show that he's just as good as guys like Riley Bullough, Nigel Harris as well. There's another Eric Nizocha. Is that his name? I'm pretty sure that's his name, actually. And Cameron Lynch. I know that Lynch and Bullough, you know, from what I've seen, from what I've heard from other outlets, you know, they definitely have the edge right now for these backup linebacker spots. So I think Sitchie needs to go out there and make the most of this opportunity that he has, being thrust into more playing time with the injury of Devontae Bond. He needs to go out there. Maybe he'll force a turnover. Maybe he'll just end up being around the ball a lot. But whatever happens, he needs to go out there. Also, another interesting note for the Miami Dolphins: Kenyon Drake and Frank Gore are two of their starting running backs, and Ryan Tannehill's still there. I think we are going to see a good bit of Ryan Tannehill. And guys like Danny Amendola, Kenny Stills. I think we'll see a lot of Amendola. We could probably see a lot of Ryan Tannehill just because he missed last year with a bad injury, so he's probably still rusty, so they want to warm him up a little bit. But Frank Gore and Kenyon Drake, I don't know if we're going to see a lot of them just because they're kind of a dual starting running back right now, so we might see a little bit of them, we might not. Alex Kappa should also get a very, very large amount of playing time because Caleb Benenoch's not here. He's hurt or whatever, you know, he's hurt or something's wrong. I believe he's just got a little dinged up, but I think this is a good opportunity for Alex Kappa. I think he will be running with the ones, and then I think that might actually bleed out to him running with the backups. This is just my guess. All this is just my opinions and my guessing, you know, but it makes sense to me, you know, because Kappa would be playing with the twos anyway, so why not just have him run with the ones for a little bit and then have him run with the twos as well? Even if you want to keep him at the twos, maybe you throw Evan Smith in at guard. Maybe you still have Adam Geddes there, which I'm pretty impressed by Adam Geddes. I hope he does good tomorrow, or today, I guess I should say. But this could also be another really big opportunity for Kappa. He's actually had the opportunity to work with some of the ones. So now he'll be able to get some game day experience with the ones, possibly. And I hope he plays a lot. I hope he plays a lot so we can definitely... I'll be keeping a close eye on Alex Kappa. You guys should too. The backup offensive line is scary for me right now because we're so dinged up, and you know, Jerron Jones is freshly brand new tackle to the team. Like a couple days ago, he'll probably be playing a lot or a little bit. So it kind of worries me a little bit. I really hope Ryan Griffin or like Austin Allen doesn't get injured because that would suck. I think they won't. I think everything will go pretty well, but it's still something to keep an eye on for how dinged up our backup offensive line is. I want to move on to wide receivers and running backs real quick. And I'll talk about the rest of the rookies later. But for the wide receivers, okay, so Freddie Martino is not playing, right? Possibly not playing. This is all under the assumption that Freddie Martino isn't playing, but I still think it still comes in to that, yeah, even if Freddie Martino does play, some of these guys, you know, should still get a lot of playing time. Keep in mind, all those people that I said, it's unlikely that they'll play in this preseason game. I'm not confirming or unconfirming that they're playing or not, but it's unlikely. So, yeah. Anyway, Bobo Wilson, Bernard Reedy, and Justin Watson, right? Those three guys should look to benefit a lot from Freddie Martino's absence. Yeah, absence. If he isn't playing, they should look to benefit. I think Bobo Wilson definitely has a spot on this roster locked down. But for Bernard Reedy, and honestly, I want to say Justin Watson is pretty much safe. But still, Justin Watson probably still has a lot to prove in terms of going for that fifth wide receiver spot. Bernard Reedy's still trying to make this team. Freddie Martino's still trying to make this team. It would be very unfortunate if he couldn't play. But still, all these guys are battling for those fifth, sixth wide receiver spots. It's been one of the hottest battles of the training camp so far, and I expect to see a lot of Bobo Wilson, a lot of Justin Watson, and a lot of Bernard Reedy with given wide receiver looks. Also, Jake Lampman as well. You should expect to see a lot of him in there. I expect to see a lot of him in there. Also, moving on to the running backs. So, Sean Wilson, like I said, probably won't play. So that kind of leaves Charles Sims and Jaquiz Rogers and maybe Ronald Jones to carry some of the load at running back. I think they will have Peyton Barber be written down as their #1 running back to start. And if the unofficial depth chart is anything, then Ronald Jones is like our 3rd string running back. So yeah, we should see a lot of him. I hope we do, because I think he's very explosive, and if he can just start making these backup defensive Miami players like lives miserable, that would be pretty fun to watch in my opinion. But we should definitely be seeing a lot of Charles Sims and Jaquiz Rogers regardless. I know they have had defined roles on this team for a couple of years now, but honestly, we just don't really have many other running backs right now besides those two and Jones as in terms of like backup running backs, you know. So we should be seeing all 3 of those guys for a little bit. I'll talk about the rookies in a second, but like I said, these guys are most likely to miss the game. If there was a list of players who could most likely miss the game, these would be the guys. Okay, I can't stress enough that these guys, I don't know if they're missing the game. They might. So Brent Grimes, Will Golston, Mitch Unrind, Devontae Bond, Caleb Benenoch, Leonard Wester, Cole Gardner, Freddie Martino, Sean Wilson, and Vita Vea. I'm not saying these guys aren't playing, but I'm saying it's definitely possible. All the stuff I've said prior to this point, you know, I think it still stands that we are going to be seeing a lot of these players regardless. So yeah, all that still stands. But some other rookies to watch out for. I know, like, you definitely want to watch out for every single rookie in this draft class, but more specifically, I've talked about Alex Kapp, I've talked about Ronald Jones, Carlton Davis, MJ Stewart, Justin Watson. I want to talk about Jordan Whitehead and Austin Allen for a minute. Now, I know Austin Allen was like undrafted, but he still counts technically towards this draft class, and same with Godwin Igwebuike. I don't know. Anyway, I still think it stands for those 3 guys. For Austin Allen and Godwin, the safety, that they're part of this draft class, and they kind of have to go out there and try it. I think they're battling for practice squad spots personally, not Jordan Whitehead, but Austin Allen and Godwin, the safety. So yeah, I'm looking. I hope we're probably not going to see Austin Allen until the 4th quarter, and we're probably only going to see Godwin very sparingly. I think we'll see him on special teams, and then in the 4th quarter, that's usually how things just go in preseason games. But for Jordan Whitehead, I think Jordan Whitehead has a really nice opportunity here to go out there and really fight for a solid, either a solid backup spot, or B, work himself into some type of starting safety rotation potentially. I think that Whitehead definitely has the potential to gain a lot of ground here. He hasn't looked bad in training camp. I thought he's looked very good. I think all of our rookies have looked good in training camp. So this is kind of their opportunity to go out there and maybe gain some momentum towards these starting jobs, or maybe just solidify their roster spots if they're later round draft picks, or just solidify starting jobs. You know, who knows? Who knows? But for guys like Watson, Sitchy, and Jordan Whitehead, I think that they can solidify their backup roles on this team, and definitely maybe even become fringe starters with. I know it's only 1 game, and it's like, oh, it's only week 1, but still, it's a live game. It's a big deal to it's a big deal to these guys, these backups and these 3rd stringers, you know. For Austin Allen and for Godwin Igwebuike, they've got to go out there and they got to play lights out. I know last year the Bucs had a quarterback from Hawaii, and he just didn't have he didn't look too good. And he wasn't on the team at the end of he didn't even make the practice squad, I think. So I think things are going to be different for us now, and I've liked what I've seen from him so far. So I think he'll have a pretty good time, and he'll have a pretty decent group of receivers and targets with him as well. Austin Alclair is another guy to look out for, as well as all of the undrafted free agent tight ends. Just look out for most of our backups. You know, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to have a wonderful time with it. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this preview. If I had to give a prediction for this game, I'm going to say, I want to say like 17-13 Bucs. Yeah. You know, 17-13 Bucs. I think that's a fair thing. The Bucs will win their first preseason game, and it'll be wonderful, and we'll party and we'll have a wonderful time. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. Peep the new shirt real quick. This isn't like a merchandise thing. I just wanted to, focus on me. I just wanted to show you guys my new shirt. I just got it today. I like it. It's cool. I'll be wearing these to the remaining training camp, so if you see me, it has a logo. It has like my link on the back as well. So if you see me, just come up, say hi, and I'll be like, what's up? You like the shirt? And you'll say no, and I'll be like, yeah, I know. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. I will see you for the halftime live stream, the post-game live stream with Corey Draper, the play reaction, and then my post-game video review. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of content coming out. It's our first game. I'm excited. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. And as always, I will see you in the next video or live stream. But until then, and as always, goodbye for now, and go Bucks.